So this is the Gateway to Carefree defines our town, and this is these are quotes that Betsy and I have gotten from solar lighting and landscaping. Clearly, it's capital outlay, but if the town chooses not to use any contingency money, I think this is important enough to go forward and use some marketing money for it. These lights, it's probably a good thing that they're not lit, but there has been no maintenance of any of these gateway signs into our community. There is debris, and particularly this one, you know, this must be on Pima, this must be the way that Desert Mountain people go home. It's certainly not very attractive. Probably the best one is the one on Cave Creek, because the building probably maintains that as part of their maintenance. And if you want us to attract businesses, to attract people to come to town, and to attract, you know, get foot traffic in here to spend money, we have to look like we are that special place.
Is there an estimate in here on what the cost would be to upgrade those 4 locations or whatever you've designated?
Two.
Two?
I gave you a copy of the landscaping and the solar lights.
Is that in the back?
Well, if you...
Is that from Desert Foothills Landscape?
Yes.
Okay.
He was the landscaping, and Let There Be Light was the lighting. He is, Desert Foothills will maintain the landscaping at no cost. He is going to try to upgrade the signs by paint, which he will also maintain. He is so anxious to get this, you know, it's a great commercial for his business as well. And he said, even if you had to pay him over a 6-month period, as opposed to all at once, because they are they're very visible, and they'd be a great.
So can you grab that sheet, the sheet from Desert Foothills, and take a look at it?
It's on the screen.
I'm sorry. Scope of work, area number 1, is that the sign on Tom Darlington only?
That's what it says, yeah.
And the cost of that would be $7,900.
Plus tax. He gave 2 packages there. $7,900 for the lesser, and the wild package is $12,000. I asked him.
Chinese menu or what?
I asked him if we went with the premium, could we upgrade to the WOW? And he said no, because different size plantings. So.
Well,
I have one of the solar lights here, actually, Bob. This is up your alley. This is an invention by Let There Be Light. And there would be 2 of these going crossways with 3-watt LED lights in them at night. It's got a self-charging battery, so there's no electricity. You don't have to take any electricity out to them. I think it's worth it. I mean, it's the gateway to our community.
And most new visitors to town are going to go buy this sign. Is it possible for us to have some kind of, I support what you're doing here, but is it possible for us to have more than one view, maybe another bid, so that we could compare some different ideas? Not to say that this gentleman doesn't know what he's doing, but just so that we would be assured that we're maybe making the best move as far as value trade-off.
I have no problem doing that, but I felt as good neighbors, since he had donated $50,000 worth of things to the firehouse. And anyone who's worked with him, the library, they all attest to the fact that he does very charitable work for municipalities and organizations. So
Susan, I think it's imperative that we get at least one more business to make it kosher. Okay? And then I think we should go ahead with the one on Tom Darlington Council. Tom, is there a limit on how much the town can spend without putting it out for bids? And I hate to throw a monkey wrench in it. I would prefer to hire Mark Rodiak, because I know him.
Personally, I think Councilmember Vanek has come forward with a good plan that can be done quickly. I'm very reluctant, I would be happy to go forward with this tonight. I simply think if you go out and ask somebody else to do it, you're gonna get into an issue of, well, people have to draw plans, and you're gonna be sitting here trying to look at it.
Some,
We have a
some
long
would,
list.
some would not even do a plan without charging for the
Yeah.
plan.
That's one of the problems, you have to pay for these plans.
Yeah, you do.
The other one is, we have a long history with the person she's talked with. He has a long history in the community of under-promising and over-delivering. So, you can play the game, let's get more things. Personally, I think it's a good plan we should go forward with.
Are we circumventing the rule by not getting bids?
I don't think in this case, Councilman Cody, I didn't look at the statute. I just, this comes under the limit for architectural services and engineering services, professional services.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the marketing plan as presented by Councilman Suganik.
Second?
I have a motion and a second to approve the marketing budget update and go forward with the expenditures that I believe is included in that motion. And a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed signify by saying nay. I believe that's unanimous.